Hello everybody, Jonathan Doucette, St.Albert Dodge, showcasing a fresh addition to our inventory. 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee Altitude. It's a 2BZ package. What is a 2BZ package, you may ask? Well, first of all, it's the appearance group. So you have the night edition headlights, the black grille surround, black emblem on the front, black emblems on the side, blacked out rims. So very, very sharp contrast to the white paint. Looks stunning. Roof rails, roof rack on the top, so just get some rails to go on there. From Yakima, Thule, there's a few brands out there. You can put a bikes up there, skis, kayaks, whatever you need. Pretty neat little feature with the Grand Cherokees, if they're optioned in, which this one is. Push button, this little button underneath, you push it up, it'll go up automatically. There is a button on the side to close it, which will show you in a moment. You also have the key fob, you can open it up, and a button on the inside driver compartment, so really handy. Do have a neat little storage tray under here with your spare tire. Nice, love these, especially at Christmas time if you're going shopping at some different stores. Push it up, there you go. You can cover up your packages in the back, don't have to worry about prying eyes and coming back to your car having to smash a window. Do have a subwoofer in the back. Part of the Alpine group that is on this vehicle is the subwoofer in the rear, so give a little more bass. Now, I always like to show, when you close this, you don't have to worry about anyone standing in the way. It's just going to go down, mess up my hair, but it's going to go back up, so pretty cool. But push a button, as long as there's nothing in the way, it'll close and latch for you. And you do have a backup camera here as well too, so once you put it in reverse, it'll click on back, and you can hear it lock. It's going to jump in the rear seat, and I'm going to show you some stuff up there. Okay, back here in the passenger area, you do have room for 2 car seats, one on either side. Cool little flip down cup holder spot. So 2 coffees in there, water's in the doors, neat little compartments there. I didn't showcase when we were looking at the back, but you do have a collapsible second row. So you can see that fold flat. The other seat does this, of course, as well too. So if you need to put something large, big TV or lots of luggage or helping somebody move, easy to do that. Flip it back up, pop the headrest back up. If you put the lever the other way, you can actually lean back and have a reclining seat, so the rear passengers can have a reclining seat while you're traveling. Do have vents up here. You can turn it to legs, or when you have a 120 volt inverter, so fast charging phones, iPads, whatever for the kids, can hook them up right here and have lots of power on demand. Going to jump up front and go over some of the technology features. Up front in the cockpit, we have lots to go over, but first things first, the key. Of course, you have unlock and lock. You actually have remote start. The rear back hatch, you can push a button, open it up. But what's really neat is you just keep this key in your pocket or in your bag, whatever. Foot on the brake, push button ignition, fires right up. Do have automatic headlights, so as long as it's in the A on the headlight control, the headlights will come on when it's dusk. There's a little sensor up front. And then you have automatic high beams as well too. So you just push your wand forward, and if it's dark enough, it'll click your high beams on. If there's a car coming, it'll shut them off, and then as soon as the car passes, it'll click them back on again. Do have Infotainment Center, so you have your controls on the back of your steering wheel, so you can switch between your presets of your radio. As long as you have the stations up there, it'll flip between them. And you can also do your media type, so you can go between Sirius Xm, go to Bluetooth phone, and then AM, FM, back and around the whole circle. We have Sirius Xm Apple CarPlay. It's a feature from 2018 and newer. So hook your phone up. There's USB ports in this little compartment. Plug it in. It'll display apps from your phone on here, whether you have Android or Apple device. But use things like your Spotify, Apple Music, Audible, podcast apps, anything like that can display on here. Also, it'll project Google Maps onto here as well too. Personally, I use Google Maps versus the navigation in my truck. I just find it easier to say, hey, Google, take me here, and then it'll automatically populate when it's hooked up to Apple CarPlay. Cruise control, of course, and kind of all your standard features. Very handy. You do have great telemetrics in here too, so you can see what's going on with your vehicle and all sorts of back here. So take a look and see your tire pressures, all your temperatures for your coolant, your transmission. If you're planning on any towing, you can monitor that while you're traveling. And then you have the big speedometer, which I always like to have up, so you just kind of always see what your speed is, not having to rely on the gauge. Very handy. Do have Sirius Xm Guardian in addition to the Sirius Xm radio. So this is a subscription service. but you have the SOS button, assist button up here. So if you come across an accident, you are in an accident, push SOS and you can talk to a call center who will then send a first responder, whatever is appropriate, to wherever you're at, based on your GPS. So you don't have, if you're in a familiar area, don't have to try and track down where you are. They'll just ping your GPS and then know where to go. And then assistance. So if let's get the 5-year roadside assistance, push that, and then it'll connect you to a call center and send out a tow truck or whatever to tow you or change a flat tire, that kind of a thing. Do you have the rear hatch button here as well too? You can sync up to 3 different garage doors to your Grand Cherokee, and then your sunroof. So push button, that'll open up, and then you have that. It's all automatic, pretty handy. The little rock guard pops up when you're using it. Close it, it'll just go forward, all automatic, with the exception of the shade. So tons to go over. You have sport mode, eco mode, increases the throttle response or decreases it, so you're not wasting fuel. And then nice toasty heated seats up front, heated steering wheel, 4 degrees or cooler. The steering wheel and the seat in the driver's side come on. Passenger seat, you have to go into your controls, click it on, but super easy to have. Take a look at this beautiful backup camera, and then when you turn your wheel, your lines can kind of help guide you in wherever you're going. I could probably make a 20-minute video about all the features that Jeep puts into the Infotainment Center, but there's a ton of options. Push and hold, drag it down, replace, customize your quick launch menu. But want to show the off-road because being a Jeep, it's get the heritage of World War II Jeeps going all across Europe and Africa. But the off-road pages are, like I say, telemetrics that can help you. So all your gauges are up here, pitch and roll. So tell you what angle your Jeep is. You can see we have a drain in the middle of our active showroom, so we're at a little bit of a 1-degree slant. But yeah, if you know how much of an angle your departure is without scraping your back or your front end, you can monitor it through here. And then your steering angle as well too. So tons to go over. I mean, it's a Jeep. What more can I say? Come on down, give me a shout. 780-952-3018. It's my personal cell. Love to have you come down, take a look. Yeah, talk to you soon.